Happy Monday, everybody. It is Financial Coach Veronica here to help you get on a budget, get out of debt, and build wealth. I'm here today to offer my services. My phone number is 210-835-6929, and my email is financialcoachveronica@gmail.com. So if you want to get in touch with me, we can do a free consultation. Please let me know, and you can talk to me over the phone. We can sit in person, and we can also do a video chat, kind of like what I'm doing right now. So whatever works for you, get in touch with me and I'll be happy to help you. Okay, so tonight I'm focusing on baby step one, which is Dave Ramsey's first step in his 7-step plan, which is to save $1,000 in your emergency fund. And I am also giving away a free copy of Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. I gave one away my first month, and now I have another one for you guys. It's a great classic book. If you're interested in being in a drawing for this, then please share below in the comments your tip for saving money. How does your family save money? So one suggestion or my input on this is that I love to go to H-E-B and use those yellow coupons that they have. It makes me feel good to be at the register and see my total going down because I brought those coupons up. So again, if you want to be entered into a drawing for this, please share how you and your family save money. Any way as creative as you want to be, because I would love to hear about it and try to incorporate it into my own family. Okay, so I'm going to go over really quickly the 7 steps that Dave Ramsey talks about. Hi, Dawn. And then I'm going to talk to y'all about specifically baby step 1. So Dave Ramsey really believes that we can all be millionaires, but we can't just become them overnight. Most of us don't win the lottery and become millionaires. So he has 7 steps that you take to get to that point where you are being very successful with money. And so the 7 steps are: number 1, to save $1,000 for an emergency fund, which I'll be talking about in a second. Number 2 is to work the debt snowball, so to get to the point where you have no debt. Step 3 is to save 3 to 6 months of income for your emergency fund. Step 4 is to save 15% of your income to retirement. Step 5 is to save for your children's college fund. Step 6 is to pay off your mortgage. So step 2 is all your debt except your mortgage, and then step 6 is to pay off all the rest of your debt, which is your mortgage. And then step 7 is to build wealth and give, which of course is what we all want to be able to do, right? Have so much money that giving away some of it doesn't really matter to us. Okay, so tonight I'm going to focus on baby step 1, which is to save $1,000 for an emergency. So if you have no savings, this is where you start. If you have $1,000 already, put it in a separate savings account, don't touch it, and move on to baby step 2. If you don't, you're trying to save $1,000 immediately. Like as soon as I can get that $1,000, I really want that $1,000. Okay, so why is this step so important? Well, so many of us get to a point where we're paying off that debt, we're feeling really good, and then we're driving to work one day and our tire blows out, right? And we have to go somewhere and get it fixed, and now we've just spent $500, but since we didn't have any emergency fund, we actually had to go back into debt to pay for that emergency. So what we're trying to do with $1,000 emergency fund is put a little cushion between us and any more emergency events that are going to happen. So how can you get this money? You know, you want to get it as soon as possible. Like I said, you don't want to spend a lot of time. You want to move on to your debt snowball. But the way that you can do this, number 1, is to budget. I know I say this all the time, but budgeting is just integral in you getting that $1,000. So when last time I talked about that budget, I said that there were some important categories you needed to fill, and that was your housing and utilities, your transportation, your clothing, and your food. After that, there is a line, a box 2 on that budget that says emergency savings. So you need to start putting money in there in your very next budget. And I hope that's going to be a meeting with your accountability partner soon. So doing that will get you in that habit of saving. And then, of course, like I said, you are going to start a savings account and put that in a separate account. That is very important that you put that emergency fund away from yourself, because I know even myself, if I see extra money in my checking account, I say, oh, we have extra money, let's go spend that money. And that's not what the emergency fund is for. Try to keep it specifically for those emergencies. So if you can budget and get to it, that's great. If you can sell some stuff online, Facebook Marketplace or Let Go or anything else like that, have a garage sale, that's a a great way to save some money. If you have a tax return coming in, right, it's not party time. Save a little for party time, but put a lot of money into that emergency fund so that you have it set and ready to go. Okay, so those are some ideas on how to do that. And I just want to make sure I reiterate that that $1,000 is only for emergencies, so don't just go use it for anything, okay? Okay, so I hope you have a better understanding now of baby step one, the $1,000 emergency fund. I will go over the rest of the steps in the following months, but this is a really important one, and I think it can really get you in the habit of putting that money away and helping yourself, because once you get that emergency fund set, then you can go and save for other things like paying off your debt snowball. So it's a great start to becoming financially independent and financially peaceful. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to say, or the last two things I'm going to say, is again that I am going to be giving away a copy of Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover tonight. So if you're interested in being put into a drawing for that, then please comment below this video with how you save money. Hi, Maddie. It's so good to hear from you. And just let me know how you save. And I gave my example of using the yellow coupons at HEB. So if that's something you do, you can comment that as well, or whatever you guys do specifically. And then the second thing I'm going to say before I go is thank you for joining me. I really appreciate everybody's support, and it is so helpful to me to see it all the time. I just so appreciate it. But please get in touch with me if I can help you, because I know I can. My number is 210-835-6929. My email is financialcoachveronica@gmail.com. And I can do free consultations over the phone, in person, or through video chat, whatever is best for you. Until we meet again next month, thank you so much, and have a great, make great financial choices.